हाँ जी मैम, आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो।
Let's go. So I'll just take 2 more minutes. Let me just share my screen, etc.
आपका वॉइस थोड़ा सा लो आ रहा है बस।
So let me just check for that also. Ji, sir, is the voice quality okay, sir? Ghanshyam sir, can you hear me? Ji?
हाँ, आवाज आ रहा है आपको?
So voice quality ठीक है क्या? Should I also now?
थोड़ा सा वॉइस और इम्प्रूव बढ़ सकता है, ऐसे ठीक आ रहा है, मतलब सुनाई दे रहा है आपको।
Right, sir. Is it better, sir? Now
हाँ
I'm
हाँ
on Bluetooth. Ji.
हाँ
ठीक है. Right. Okay. Sir, you'll have to make me a host for my screen sharing.
हाँ जी मैम।
All right. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining in for the session.
Yeah, good morning, Sneha.
Right. So in today's session, sir has requested me that I should be talking about your Naukri profile optimization. So I'm going to take you through that with the help of a small mind map, right? So while I speak, I would request you that you can hear me, and at the side by side also just log into your Naukri profile so that while I speak something, आप साथ साथ में ये चेक करो कि आपकी प्रोफाइल कहाँ कहाँ लैग करती है. ये आपका बाद में टाइम बचाएगा, ठीक है? बिकॉज नौकरी प्रोफाइल हो, इंडीड प्रोफाइल हो, दे आर ऑल वर्किंग ऑन द same aspects. There is not a huge difference in the way these portals operate. So I'll just be sharing my screen so that it's visible. Okay, so Ghanshyam sir, if you could confirm that my screen is visible.
हाँ जी, yes.
ठीक है जी. Great. So in today's session, I'm going to cover around 6 points, and I hope I'll be able to do that on time. So the first thing is we're going to understand what this Naukri portal is. In the second part of it, I will be trying to tell you about, how do you actually evaluate your profile, and how do you understand whether the call is right or is it a fraud call, because that's a very common concern for many of you. Then we will talking about how do you optimize your Naukri profile and what are the tips and tricks that you can use to make sure that you get 5 to 10 good calls, right? Authentic calls every day. And this is possible through Naukri.com. So there is no lie about that. So Naukri profile is just like another online job search platform which allows you to be screened by the recruiters. Okay, because I also have a recruiter profile on Naukri, so I completely understand that how as a recruiter I behave. So as a recruiter, the Naukri profile is used to find people who fit in for a particular job position, right? So the point for you to understand here is that in order to get your profile shortlisted by Naukri.com, you need to be very, very sure about what exactly are you looking forward to. This is the first thing that you will have to be. May I request all the participants to please mute themselves so that while I speak, we don't face the problem. Thank you. So now, first thing that we will be talking about is what are the fraud calls that you get from Naukri.com, and how do you know that these calls are, fraud? So the first thing is you get a fraud call because your profile is not having the right set of things. That is why you are being searched by the wrong people. Okay. So job scams are usually the ones where they will ask you to put a deposit. So get alert. No company is going to ask you for money to give you a job. Okay, that is period. Number three, you are targeted because your profile is incomplete, because you do not look professional on the platform, or you have seen that you have applied on fake jobs on other platform also. So you are a right fish for them. So stay away from that. And how can you identify such things? Of course, they will ask for a very less experience for a great position. ऐसा नहीं होता है. They can have a very unprofessional job advertisement which can give you a high alert, or they are offering you some unexpected high salary which you know that for that position is not feasible, and they focus on immediate hiring. Okay, so if you, I understand that while you're searching for a job, आपको और कुछ नहीं सूझ रहा होता, सिर्फ नौकरी चाहिए होती है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा cautious रहना जरूरी है. So don't fall for this trap. Okay, so I have kept it very short, but this is a major problem that I've seen people facing, so I have talked about it. Now we are going to talk about the most important part, that how do you get started for being the right person on a profile for the naukri.com. सबसे पहली चीज, obviously you have to sign up. You all are having a profile on what all job portals? Please give me those answers in the chat window, that right now you're operating on what all profiles on different job portals. Are you there on Shine? Are you there on Indeed? Are you there on Monster, Naukri? Put that down in the chat window. Okay, because after today's session you should go and revisit all your profiles across all the platforms. If you're not there on even any single one of them, please go ahead and register. We don't know where our dream recruiter is sitting and trying to search for us. Okay, so once you know that you are there on what all platforms, now the first thing that you have to figure out is how well is your profile performing. So now I'm referring to naukri.com specifically. So in your profile performance, the first thing that you have to see is your search appearance. That what is your search appearance on this platform? How many times is the platform showing your profile to the recruiters? Okay, so this you will be able to see in the app. There is a graph that they show. So आप अपना, तभी मैंने कहा था, please keep your profiles open on your phone to see that how often are you searched. It shows a graph that for last 7 days, how many times have you been searched. So if you are not being searched at a high pace, that means you are not using the right keywords, or you are not applying for the right job. Okay. Number two, you will be able to see the recruiter action. They show that recruiters are interested in your profile, and you can understand that by knowing that did they bookmark your profile? Okay, did they downloaded your CV or resume? So this will give you an indication that whether people are looking at your profile and going back, or are they taking some action. Here I would tell you the importance of uploading a good resume and an average resume or a bad resume. I, as a recruiter, I searched for a keyword, your profile appeared. Now, after I saw your profile, I felt I should download the resume. Now, when I click the download button, if the resume is not good enough, I will not be downloading the same. So what happens? It shows Naukri that a recruiter searched this profile for this keyword, but it wasn't good enough. So it will automatically lower down my reach. So my profile needs to be good. The recruiter should get attracted to the profile, and my resume should be appealing enough. My profile summary should be appealing enough that the resume, the profile summary compels the recruiter to take further action, because this will push me high in the league of candidates. I hope that makes sense. So because the more your profile appears in the recruiter search, the greater are the chances of the job call. because if one recruiter searches you, the similar recruiters will also start seeing your profiles. जैसे जब आप job के लिए apply करते हैं, तो for the job that you apply, it starts giving you recommendation. The same way for a recruiter also, it starts giving recommendations that, okay, these are the keywords for which you can search. Okay, so check for the keywords on your app for which you are searched. जैसे LinkedIn में keywords होते हैं, so the same way, Ghanshyam sir, I think you've taken my host rights away, so my screen is not shared anymore. Sir, you are on mute. Should I ask you to unmute? आप कुछ बोल रहे हैं, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
हाँ जी,
हाँ जी सर।
हाँ भूल से हो गया था शायद। हाँ,
No issues. So coming back, that you have to check on your Naukri's app or web page that what are the keywords that you are being searched for. You're looking for a stat audit. Are you being searched for that? क्या आपके सर्च कीवर्ड्स में उसका नाम है भी कि आपने वो नाम क्योंकि आपकी प्रोफाइल ये बताती है कि आप किस कीवर्ड पे रैंक हो रहे हैं, कब आपका प्रोफाइल रिक्रूटर्स को दिख रहा है. सो इफ द कीवर्ड्स आर राइट एंड दे मैच विद द काइंड ऑफ प्रोफाइल दैट यू वांट टू डू, दैट मींस योर प्रोफाइल इज ऑन द राइट ट्रैक. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप दैट यू हैव टू चेक टुडे, दैट वेदर योर परफॉर्मेंस, the profile performance is correct or not. Now we are going to talk about the tips which are to be talked about in terms of how do you create a good profile. So I've listed down around 8 of them. So I'm going to take you all through all of them one by one. Okay. So let's start with the first one. Number one is you have to complete your profile 100%. This is the first thing. Okay. Because algorithm of the website works only if your profile is complete. For an incomplete profile, it will not push. So make sure that you have added the headline, you've added the profile summary, you've added the keywords, the key skills, you have uploaded your resume. Video is optional, but अगर आप एक confident individual हैं या अपने आप को कैमरा के सामने 1 से 2 मिनट के बीच में confident push कर सकते हैं, do record a small resume video for yourself. It gives you a higher reach. ठीक है? Then you can find the pending actions in your Naukri app itself, that what all things are pending to complete your profile. So today, number one, check your profile performance. Number two, go and see if there are any pending actions on your profile. They are the things which are not giving you right calls. Okay, so complete them. It is first criteria that you have to do. Number two is your professional photograph. It applies to all the professional platforms. Avoid a photograph which is unprofessional or which has filters. Use a professional photograph, a headshot, which gives a better look to your profile, which shows that you are professional. Now, most important part, a good resume headline. Now we're going to talk about this in detail. So the first thing is, what are the 4 things that are there in a good resume headline? Your profile will have the education, the experience, and the key skills or the keywords. Now, in order to get recruiters' attention, your headline has to have all the keywords. So your headline should talk about what is the experience you have, whether you're an immediate joiner or not, whether you have the key skills for which you want to work. Let me give you a sample case. Let's say you are a BTech person, okay, and you are a computer science engineer. So a sample headline would be BTech in computer science engineering with 6 years of experience in Java, specialty in Spring Boot, good knowledge of GIT, Maven and Jenkins, and immediate joining. ये सब कौन से हैं? ये वो कीवर्ड्स हैं जिसके लिए एक कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियर को सर्च किया जाता है. Same way, if you are a CA and you're looking for a job in stat audit, you would know what are the keywords for which people would find me. Read a couple of job descriptions, add those keywords which apply to you to your headline itself, because you will get shortlisted because of your headline itself. Okay, and adding this immediate joining, if that option is available, agar aap ek immediate joiner hai, use this option, because recruiters use this as a filter criteria that shows the profile who are immediate joiners. Okay, there are few companies who want people to join immediately. At times there are talent management acquisition heads who are working on these platforms. There are recruiters working on these platforms as third parties. They want immediate joiners. So agar aapki profile ki headline mein immediate joiner hoga, there is more chance that recruiter will click. Because the moment he puts a keyword which is very general, there would be thousands of profiles. How will your profile come up? It will come up when it fits to the experience criteria. It will come up when it has the right skill set mentioned. It will come up when it matches all the needs of the recruiter. So sample resume headline will like this, has all the 4 things. Add immediate joining if it works for you, and this will give you more preference, because your resume headline is more like a first impression. Okay, so it should be short, accurate, and recruiter should be able to understand, okay, what this person is all about and does it fit or does it not fit. So don't talk about your expectations of maybe don't write that I will need 2-month notice period or such things anywhere in your profile. Don't write about your salary expectations anywhere in your profile. First get a call from your dream company, crack the interview, then salary negotiation comes into picture. Otherwise, before that, refrain from doing that, because this will hamper the number of good calls that you can achieve. Okay, now coming down to highlighting the skills that a recruiter wants, the key skills or the keywords. Now this section is not meant for putting your soft skills, number one. Okay, so don't talk about your leadership skills, problem solving skills, analytical skills, teamwork skills. Nobody is going to add this to the keyword. Naukri.com works on technical skills, hard skills. So be very clear. What are the hard skills? Search for the job description, add those hard skills throughout your profile. Let's say if you're a content writer, if somebody is looking for a job, everywhere the word SEO, content writing, MS Excel, English proficiency, written, spoken, this should be spread out on the profile everywhere. Similarly, for your profile, check out the best job description, put all those keywords which are needed everywhere on your profile. Okay, and after your key skills, there is employment details section also. So you can put details about your, if you're a fresher, you can put details about your college projects, internships, etc. The purpose of putting any details to this section is adding keywords, because it is an algorithm. कोई बैठा नहीं है वहां, कंप्यूटर है, वो सिर्फ ये जज कर रहा है कि इसके प्रोफाइल में ये वर्ड 25 बार आया, इसके प्रोफाइल में ये वर्ड 5 बार आया. So you have to stand out, you have to just beat the computer in terms of getting shortlisted in the top search, because then the human interface is going to come into action. Okay, so these are the things that you should keep in mind. Then is attractive for profile summary. Profile summary is that small description that you talk about. So write that effectively. Again, keyword optimize. Write everything wherein you're talking about the keywords, where you're highlighting what you have done in terms of the keywords. Add at least 3 locations to work. This enhances your chances of getting calls from across the region. Maybe the places are, for example, I'm based in Chandigarh. So instead of writing only Chandigarh, I write Chandigarh, I write Mohali, I write Panchkula, because these 3 cities, they are called Tri-City and they are very close to each other. So my opportunities, they double, triple. So same way, add 3 to 4 locations, upload a good resume, and now the most important thing, the biggest mistake that most of us do, we make a Naukri profile and then we go to sleep. We think automatically the calls would come. A profile will show up only if the profile is active. I made a profile on Naukri.com in 2008. 2010, I was active. After that, I've stopped using Naukri profile because I have found the kind of jobs that I have to do. So I follow the reference method of working. I don't use this portal for getting a job. So that's why now I receive no call at all. So if you make a profile and you do not operate, it exists, but it is dormant. Nobody is going to find it. It is never going to appear in any search result. So algorithm of the portal works on the fact that if your profile is continuously updated, if it is continuously every day you are logging into, even search your jobs, it shows that you are active member, and Naukri would push your profile up because you're active, you exist. That is the point. So whenever you update your profile, it goes up on the search automatically, right? So even the slightest change, जैसे ही आप अपने प्रोफाइल में सपोज करो आपने अपना एडिट किया हेडलाइन और हेडलाइन में कुछ नहीं किया, 10 years को 10 की जगह 9+ experience कर दिया, it's not a major change, it's the same change. Or you write 10 की जगह 10+ work experience, okay? Or you put a comma or a line, etc. Computer doesn't understand what editing you have done. Computer understands the profile is edited. Anything which is edited is fresh. Anything which is fresh will be pushed up by the algorithm. So that is the task. Other way to do it is Just download your resume, right? Whether you want to change it or not, or do a slight change and upload it again on the platform immediately after 5-7 minutes. What will happen? Naukri.com profile, the algorithm will feel that this resume has just got uploaded. So this works even better than only editing your headline. So if you just do one task every morning, open all the portals, download the resumes, upload the resumes, just change the name of the file or just do small additions here and there and upload again. For Naukri.com, it's a major update. Somebody has updated their profile, they have updated their resume, they will push your profile up. Okay. And the best time to do this is between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. because recruiters are active during this time. So अगर आप उस टाइम पे अपने रिज्यूमे को अपडेट करते हैं, आप अपने प्रोफाइल को अपडेट करते हैं, your profile will automatically be pushed up. Okay, try these tricks. You will feel that most of us who are here in search community are already very well read people. You all have the capability. The only point is getting the right opportunity. Skill is not the problem. The point is advertising the skill is a problem. So this that I'm sharing with you is advertising. Okay, so make sure to update your profiles around an hour before this. 11 a.m. से पहले 10 साढ़े 10 के आसपास अपना profile update करो. You will see a very huge change in the number of calls that you get every single day. Okay, again, the game is dependent on keywords. So use the right keywords. And you can judge this through your profile performance, which I've already shared with you. Okay, now coming down to the last part where I'm going to talk about the tricks and tips that I was referring to. So there is one interesting feature that Naukri introduced, which is called step up feature. It increases your chances of getting calls from recruiters. So what this feature is, it is basically where you want your profile to be highlighted by saying that you were, laid off during the times of COVID. Okay, so there is a switch on button that you must have seen on your Naukri's app and on the web page as well. So there are three options that what kind of, you are looking for. Are you looking for a job opportunity? Are you looking for an online course, or are you looking for a career guide? So when you choose a job opportunity, your recruiters will automatically see that you're a person who's laid off. So a laid off person means you're an immediate joiner. And by using this method, you can get your profile highlighted. Right? The game is about beating the bot. The game is not about standing out. The game is about beating the bot. Standing out comes when your profile is amongst the top 10, the top 20. So that is something which you need to be figuring out. Right? So I'm going to stop sharing this screen for a while. And Ghanshyam sir, if anyone has any questions, I would take that. And side by side, I would also show one of the a job description for a CA profile, which I want everyone to see and understand how the keywords work, because keywords is the thing which plays on LinkedIn, on Naukri, on Indeed. There is nothing else. It's all a bot. हमें सिर्फ कंप्यूटर को हैक करने का तो नहीं बोलूंगी मैं, कंप्यूटर को प्ले करने का तरीका सीखना है. ओवर टू यू घनश्याम सर.
हाँ जी, या आप लोग कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप लोग पूछ लो. लाइक आई हैव सम क्वेश्चन, लाइक हियर देयर आर स्टूडेंट्स लाइक बीकॉम, एमकॉम, सेमी सीए. तो कीवर्ड्स क्या क्या यूज कर सकते हैं सेमी सीए, सीए? तो व्हाट आर द कीवर्ड्स वी कैन यूज फॉर देम?
Sir, they have to, इसमें थोड़ा effort. Anyone who wants to get a good job, the effort has to come to them. कैसे? You have to find that job on Naukri.com which you want to get. And once you get the understanding of that kind of job, then you know that these are the keywords for which I am searched. Like for example, this is a senior analyst accounting stat audit, which is at Dell International. Okay, yes. Now this is a job which is posted on Naukri.com. Now the best way to find the keywords is, ये देखिए यहाँ पर सारा कुछ लिखा है. You can find the qualification, experience required. They have talked about the key responsibilities. So they are giving what are the things that you can be searched for. Let's have another example. इसमें you will see that they are again sharing the keywords, like you can read the roles and responsibilities. What are the things that they want you to do and want you to know? So another way to do this is, I will share another method with you.
For example, in this only, what are the keywords that we can use? That audit
that,
one.
there is a trick. That is why I'm sharing. I will. this I will share. For this, what the students have to do, I will share a trick on this. And for this, they have to find at least 2 to 3 job descriptions which are as per them, okay, for which they want to get hired, let's say. And then there is a tool which we call as keyword clouds, okay. So there is like, I'll just share that screen also with you. I'm just searching for this. So keyword cloud बनाने से क्या होगा कि आप सबको ये पता चल जाएगा कि कौन से वो वर्ड्स हैं जो कि आप सर्च कर सकते हैं. Many of you would have seen cloud of a text cloud जिसको हम कहते हैं. तो मैं आपको एक मिनट, I'll just show it to you how this works. Please, I'm just copying this stuff. This is the easiest way to do it without putting in effort of using your brain all the time. It will help you understand. So I will just share my screen. What I've done, I'll explain. So there is this website called Tag Crowd. Okay, तो आपने कुछ नहीं करना है. आपने यहाँ सीनियर एनालिस्ट का प्रोफाइल कॉपी किया और आपने यहाँ से सपोज करिए उसको टैग क्राउड पे जाके पेस्ट कर दिया और आपने कहा विजुअलाइज. ठीक है, अब हमने जो विजुअलाइज किया तो आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कुछ वर्ड्स बड़े हैं, कुछ वर्ड्स छोटे हैं. तो जो वर्ड्स बड़े हैं इसका मतलब वो वर्ड्स इस प्रोफाइल में बार बार यूज हुए हैं. तो जो वर्ड्स इस प्रोफाइल में बार बार यूज हुए हैं इसका मतलब जिसने ये प्रोफाइल लिखा है वो एचआर इन वर्ड्स के ऊपर फोकस कर रहा है. सो ऑडिट, अकाउंटिंग, statutory, these are the things which should be there in your profile to get shortlisted for the profile that we just
टैग
searched.
क्राउड में जाके जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन को कॉपी करना. ये सहज वाला सर भी शायद बताए थे उस दिन हमको ये सेम चीज.
हाँ, तो इसके अंदर भी आप एक जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन के बजाय अगर 4-5 जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन के साथ ये प्रोसेस करेंगे तो आपको होलिस्टिकली ये पता चल जाएगा कि मेरे जैसे प्रोफाइल के लिए ये सारे रिक्रूटर्स कौन से वर्ड्स बना रहे हैं. और ये इट वर्क्स फ्लॉलेसली. आप सेम चीज को अगर लिंक्डइन पे यूज कर लेंगे आपको वहां से ही बहुत कॉल आ जाएंगे, बिकॉज आधा रिक्रूटर तो लिंक्डइन पे बैठ के हेड हंटिंग कर रहा है. So use this one trick on both the platforms and you will see some extreme
LinkedIn में कैसे यूज कर सकता है? LinkedIn में कैसे कर सकता है?
Keywords, once they know the keywords, use it in your headline, use it in your experience
टैग क्राउड
section,
में जो
use it in
यूज
the
किया
profile.
जो हम लोग टैग क्राउड में यूज करते हैं वही दोनों जगह.
Tag crowd, बिल्कुल. So tag crowd is the software you can say or is the website through which you will understand what are the skills. जैसे आपने मेरे से पूछा ना कोई M.Com में B.Com में कौन सा डालना है, ये कौन से की डेफिनेशन इस बात पे आएगी that what is the designation, what is the position that the person is looking for. I am an MBA, you are an MBA, but we both are MBAs, but we have the same experience, but we are looking for a different profile. तो हम जिस प्रोफाइल को सर्च करेंगे उसका जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन अलग होगा, उस जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन का स्किल सेट अलग होगा. इसीलिए despite of the fact that you will be an MBA and I will be an MBA, we will still be using very different skills, very different keywords on our profile to get the dream job. So I think this should clarify the major doubt.
एक चीज और था, like for the key skills I have seen that जो job profile होता है जैसे I have seen कि stat audit, investment banking, merger acquisition, due diligence, अगर यही key skills में हम लोग लिखता है तो calls आने लग जाता है. Is it true?
बिल्कुल सर. एक के बजाय अगर आप उनके जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में कभी भी एक वर्ड नहीं होगा, इट्स यूजुअली 4 to 5 keywords through which, because I am a HR,
फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग
MBA,
वगैरह
HR, so
जो
I am
भी है.
telling you जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में 5 से 7 कीवर्ड्स रहते हैं. आप जितने ज्यादा कीवर्ड्स पे रैंक करेंगे आपका प्रोफाइल उतना ऊपर शो होगा.
वो कैसे आप देखें टैग क्राउड करके क्या कॉपी किए टैग
क्राउड और आपको उसमें हाईलाइट करके पता चल गया कि ये 5 वर्ड होने चाहिए. सो यू हैव टू edit and that
so
is
keywords में
why
जाके की स्किल्स में लिखने बोल रहे हो आप. की स्किल्स में ना जो
की स्किल्स में लिखेंगे, not only की स्किल्स सर, की स्किल्स में we have to add this to our profile headline, जहां उन लोगों को देखेगा एकदम से पता चलेगा कि स्नेहा को क्या आता है, फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग आता है कि नहीं आता. प्रोफाइल तो खोला ही नहीं उसने, उसके पास तो 2000 प्रोफाइल है, वो सिर्फ हेडलाइन पढ़ रहा है. तो हेडलाइन में कीवर्ड्स का होना बहुत जरूरी है, आपके प्रोफाइल समरी में कीवर्ड्स का होना जरूरी है, आपके रेज्यूमे में कीवर्ड होना जरूरी है. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, for any Naukri portal, your profile has to be ATS friendly. Why? Because you are working with a computer. Computer is judging and analyzing your profile. So don't put fancy resumes. Put resumes which are keyword specific and readable by a bot. Computer को पढ़ना आना चाहिए. Then only they will be, further shortlisted for the next rounds. So that is very crucial.
मैम मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा, आई थिंक आज तो आपको टाइम नहीं मिल पाएगा आई थिंक, बट मैं चाहूंगा ये लोग एक बार होमवर्क कर ले जो भी है, और फिर आप एक थोड़ा रिव्यू कर ले नौकरी प्रोफाइल, नहीं तो नॉलेज रह जाएगा और ये लोग प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेगा तो फिर बेकार हो गया,
Sir,
इसलिए।
for the review, I
हाँ।
want someone to come up in the group and volunteer,
हम्म।
and I will check that profile who volunteers. And
वो हो जाएगा
first
मैम,
they
सब
have to
करेगा
apply.
प्रोफाइल।
हाँ,
हाँ।
first they have to apply that concept, sir, and then they have to show us कि उन्होंने tag crowd पे कौन से job description का keyword search किया, and then I will review their profile that for this words is this profile good, because then the analysis will happen. हवा में sir, I don't think they will also get any inputs because we are all very learned people here, so
हाँ हाँ,
this will give them real time learning, right, rather than just fancying
मैं
around.
देख लूंगा ये, मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर जैसे ए वीक होगा तो दे विल वर्क ऑन इट, और जो जो करके आएंगे मेरे को इन्फॉर्म कर देंगे, उनका ही आपसे रिव्यू कराएंगे, बाकी का नहीं करवाएंगे, वो हम करवा
जी
देंगे।
बिल्कुल सर,
हाँ,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
टैग
और
कराओ।
ऐसा भी हम कोशिश ये करेंगे सर कि हम किसी एक का रिव्यू करके उसका मिनी रिकॉर्डिंग करके उसको, क्योंकि जो ये रिव्यू करवाना चाहेगा ना उसको अपना ऐप का स्क्रीन शेयर करना पड़ेगा, तब हम उसको रिव्यू कर पाएंगे कि वो क्या
वो
है,
तो हो
मतलब
जाएगा
या मैं उसका
मैम,
लॉगिन
एक्चुअली
खोलूं,
क्या है ना, यहाँ पर में
बिकॉज
ना
देन
सीए
यू विल
भी
बी एबल टू
है
सी।
और थोड़ा एमबीए भी है और आईआईटी वाला भी है, तो थोड़ा अलग अलग प्रोफाइल्स हो जाता है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा।
सर द प्रोसेस रिमेन्स द सेम। मैं अगर एक रिक्रूटर हूँ, मेरा तरीका वही रहना है, चाहे मुझे किसी की भी हायरिंग करनी है, चाहे मुझे सीएससी हायर करना है, सीए हायर करना है, मेरे को बीकॉम हायर करना है, मेरा तरीका वही रहने वाला है। आई विल यूज ओनली कीवर्ड्स। नोबडी गोज टू द सर्च बार एंड टाइप्स एक्सपीरियंस, they will go to the search bar and type java developer, they will go to the search bar and type stat audit, they will go to the search bar and type us taxation, expatriate tax planning, वो उतना टाइप करेंगे जिस चीज की उनको
और
जरूरत है,
नोटिस
दैट्स
पीरियड
इट।
नहीं दिखाना चाहिए, आप बोला ना नोटिस पीरियड,
कभी भी नहीं, कभी भी
नोटिस
नहीं,
पीरियड नहीं
बिल्कुल
दिखाना
नहीं।
चाहिए,
अगर आप
अपडेट
इमीडिएट
करते रहिए
ज्वाइनर हैं
प्रोफाइल को।
तो हाईलाइट करिए, एंड अगर आप अपने प्रोफाइल को अपडेट करिए या मत करिए, रोज एडिट करिए उसको 10:30 बजे, कुछ मत करिए, फुल
10
स्टॉप
बजे
हटाइए,
चल।
फुल स्टॉप फिर से डाल दीजिए
ओके।
और उसको अपडेट कर दीजिए, कुछ
रेज्यूमे
मत
को
करिए,
बार बार
बस
अपलोड
इतना
करते
करिए।
रहे, री अपलोड है, सेम ही रेज्यूमे को बार बार अपलोड
जी,
करते रहे।
रोज
दिस
रोज
इज अ गुड
आप
टेक्निक।
खुद देखेंगे, अभी आपको अगर कॉल्स आते थे दिन के, तो आपको 12-15 कॉल्स आ सकते हैं अगर आपका कीवर्ड स्पेसिफिक रिज्यूम में बना हुआ है, अगर आपका प्रोफाइल कीवर्ड के हिसाब से बना है, यू विल सी के फोन आने नहीं बंद होते हैं, वो हाल हो जाता है, बिकॉज राइट पीपल आर सर्चिंग फॉर राइट पीपल सर, वी जस्ट नीड टू बी देयर, विजिबिलिटी होना चाहिए।
एंड आपने हेडलाइन में बोला इमीडिएट ज्वाइनर, ये सब चीज लिखने से अच्छा रहता
हाँ
है इमीडिएट ज्वाइनर।
हाँ, बिकॉज हेडलाइन में अगर किसी को कोई रिक्रूटर इमीडिएट ज्वाइनिंग ढूंढ रहा है, तो वो पहले आपका प्रोफाइल क्लिक करेगा ना, वो किसी ने नहीं लिखा इसका मतलब कंफ्यूजन है, पर
फॉर
जिसने
एग्जाम्पल
लिखा
मैम,
है इसका
जिसका
मतलब वो
दो
तो
तीन
श्योर
महीना
है।
अगर नोटिस पीरियड है, वो भी इमीडिएट ज्वाइनर लिख सकता है क्या?
नहीं सर, वो लिख सकता है या नहीं, पर उसको लिखना नहीं चाहिए। लिख सकता है या नहीं वो उसकी मर्जी, क्योंकि जो इसका 2-3 महीना नोटिस पीरियड है, तो यूजुअली सारे सैलरी नेगोशिएशंस में ये होता है कि या तो 3 महीने नोटिस पीरियड सर्व करो या 3 महीने का सैलरी दो। तो
हाँ
अगर
हाँ
आपको 300x का जंप मिल रहा है, तो बंदा कहते हैं 3 महीने की सैलरी दो, बाहर आ जाओ,
हाँ हाँ।
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। सो दे कैन
नॉर्मली
राइट, मतलब डू नॉट
एथिकल है दिखाना, दैट इज द थिंग आई विल से।
लिखना नहीं सर, ये दिस डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन, मे बी एज अ पर्सन मुझे लगता है कि नहीं, मैं तो 2 महीने का नोटिस पीरियड सर्व करूंगी, अच्छे से सब कुछ छोड़ के जाऊंगी, ये एथिकल है, मेरे एथिक्स अलग हो सकते हैं। आपको, मेरे को तो अपनी बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी देखनी है, मैंने पैसे दे दिए इनको, कंपनी के लॉज में लिखा है और मैं जा रहा हूँ, दैट इज ऑल्सो राइट सर, इट्स पर्सनल एथिक्स, आप क्या मेंटली फिट फील करते हैं। बट दिस शुड बी द सेकंड थॉट, पहला काम है अपनी मर्जी की कंपनी से कॉल आना, क्योंकि अगर आप एक बेटर फिट
एक
होंगे तो द
एक्सपीरियंस
कंपनी विल
प्रोफाइल
ग्रो।
होगा मैम, फॉर एन एक्सपीरियंस प्रोफाइल, ओके, तो व्हाट ही कैन राइट देयर, मतलब बेसिक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, एक्सपीरियंस प्रोफाइल 1-2 साल, क्या लिखना चाहिए?
So they should mention, you're talking about the headline.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, यस मैम।
So so they should write about a CA with 10 plus years of experience. Then they should mention the skills, the keywords that they are working. और अगर वो एक immediate joiner है, तो write down available for immediate joining. अगर आप
एज
available
अ
है तो
फ्रेशर
उसको
तो
आप
बहुत
flaunt
सारा
करें।
रोल्स के बारे में लिख सकता है ना, जैसे अगर एज अ फ्रेशर है तो बहुत सारा रोल्स के बारे में लिख सकता है, पर जैसे वो एक्सपीरियंस होते जाता है तो उसको अपना स्किल थोड़ा मिनिमाइज करना चाहिए, है ना? मेरा
बिल्कुल
पास
बिल्कुल
बहुत कॉल आने लग गया था।
because my personal take on this is, as a fresher also you have to be specific, you can't do
ओके।
everything, you have to know आपने करना क्या है, नौकरी चाहिए या अपनी मर्जी की नौकरी चाहिए, this is something that you have to decide whether you're just looking for a job or you want a
ध्वनि
good
का एक
job.
सवाल है, हाँ ध्वनि जी बोलिए, वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए आप थोड़ा, होगा तो।
मैम एक्चुअली दिस क्वेश्चन वाज कि आपने जो वीडियो प्रोफाइल के बारे में बताया, तो बेसिकली उसमें कितना, मतलब 1 to 2 मिनट्स में हम क्या चीजें मेंशन कर सकते हैं? ऐसा लाइक आई एम अ ग्रेजुएट इनटू फाइनेंस, सो उसके अंदर डिग्री वगैरह मेंशन करनी है या एग्जैक्टली द स्किल्स वी हैव एक्वायर्ड वो सब मेंशन
No,
करना है? तो आप
this
अगर वो
is
थोड़ा
like,
पिक्चर दे दे तो।
right. This is called elevator pitch. Elevator pitch मतलब अगर मुझे 30 सेकंड में,
ओके
90 सेकंड में अपने बारे में बताना है, so what will I tell about myself? It's like answering the question. Please tell us about yourself in the best possible manner. Okay, so you would start with your name, you would give a very brief about your education, and then you would talk about your experience and your skill set and how you're a good fit for the, you know, the kind of role that you're looking for. I had created a small, post on this on LinkedIn. I will share it in the group today, Ghanshyam sir. That was on video resume only, which
हाँ
will give
जी।
you a clear idea of how do you create that. So it's going to be like, hi, I'm Dr. Sneha Sharma. I'm basically a person, a marketing person, and I have been doing marketing for the last 10 plus years of experience. I have worked with big brands like XYZ, ABC, and .com. And my key skills are digital marketing, and I'm good with this. So it's a small elevator pitch, and you tell about your technical skills, your soft skills, and it's about talking about your confidence also. It, as a recruiter, I see the confidence apart from the skill set, because that the profile is automatically getting shortlisted because of the algorithm. I hope that
ओके,
answers
थैंक यू सो
Mani.
मच।
Yeah. Thank
यस
you.
यस मैम, एब्सोल्युटली, थैंक यू।
Right.
और किसी का कोई का सवाल है तो पूछ लो आप लोग।
Please try the trick of updating your profile every day. आपको वैसे
अपडेटिंग
ही कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. And key skills. Use tag crowd. It's the biggest hack.
टैग क्राउड।
Everyone talks about it, but we don't use it. Knowledge is useless until we implement.
नहीं,
Please
लास्ट
do
टाइम
it.
शायद सर भी वही बोले थे टैग क्राउड के बारे में। हम याद आ रहा है मुझे, 2-3 और बोले थे। हाँ जी, रेन्यू जी बोलिए।
First of all, good morning, ma'am, and good morning, sir.
Hi, ma'am.
Whether I'm audible?
यस यस
Yes, please.
Actually, my question is that, as I am a chartered accountant, can I mention direct taxation and finance and statutory audit in the same profile?
Yes, you should. CA is just your degree. If you're looking for a job which needs this kind of key skills, you should mention so that you get shortlisted. If you're looking for a job of that profile.
मैम ये 1
Ma'am,
मिनट
It
में
all
खत्म
depends
हो
upon.
जाएगा। आप एक बार के लिए रीजॉइन कर पाओगे क्या? अगर जस्ट 1 मिनट में ये
Okay, no
खत्म होने
worries,
वाला
sir.
है। बस एक बार के लिए आ
Right.
जाइएगा। हाँ, एवरीवन कम वेरी क्विकली। हाँ,